Behind the walls of Southern Correctional Institution in Troy sits a woman who's familiar with life behind bars. April Barber has spent most of hers locked up.
I was 15 when I came and pregnant and very scared.
That pregnancy was also the reason the Wilkes County girl was here, not because she was pregnant by her 29-year-old boyfriend, but because of what she did to keep the baby.
It was never a matter of us wanting to kill them. It was just like, gosh, what can we do to just scare them, to just just get them off our back.
This is the house on Fair Plains Road in North Wilkesboro where April Barber lived with her grandparents. They had adopted her after birth because her parents couldn't care for her. She was living in this house in 1991 when she met Clinton Johnson.
We started talking and we started sneaking around. I was able to go to the movies and stuff sometimes, and we just kind of snuck around. Maybe he'd pop up at school.
He was nearly twice her age, but it didn't matter.
And everything seemed perfect in my world. I was in love.
That didn't sit well with her grandparents. They suspected she was pregnant and threatened an abortion.
I did not want to abort my unborn child. I didn't want to feel like I felt because I knew my mother didn't want me, and I didn't want my child to feel the same way.
So the couple plotted.
She had plenty of time to consider her actions.
Former Sheriff Dane Maston had been at the helm of the department for less than a year back in 1991.
They had two other ideas that they had discussed, poison them, and they actually had stolen Mr. Barber's gun.
But on the night of September 4th, they decided to start a fire.
One thing led to another, and we ended up pouring gasoline and starting the fire. And then immediately after was like, I had a moment. What have I done?
But it was too late. Aaron Barber died in the fire. His wife Lily days later.
Was there anything in your mind that was telling you not to do what you were doing?
I felt so trapped. I mean, I just didn't see another way other than to just scare them, to just, I don't know, in my mind, I guess maybe scaring them would kind of just make them back away and see things how I saw them.
They were trying to make sure she didn't grow up to what ultimately she became.
April Barber was sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms. She'll have spent 23 years in prison when she turns 40 later this year.
Why do you think you deserve clemency?
I think I have proven myself as far as that I have changed. Like I said, that I'm not the same irrational person, and I think that my story in itself could help deter people from making the same mistakes that I did.
Behind bars, Barber has also completed her GED and is a couple classes shy of 2 degrees in administration. Maston isn't convinced she's ready.
It's still all about her. It's still whatever it is that she wants and whatever she's got to do to attain it.
Even though that happened, they were still my parents. I loved and I still miss them, and they formed me into who I grew up to be.